Please be advised this podcast is all nonsense. Nothing you hear or see while adventuring with the worm should be taken seriously, or more importantly, fact-checked. Try not to let the mispronunciations distract you from the knowledge being shared. You're just riding with two worms trying to have a good time.
Hello. I hope you're still listening. Did you manage to leave and have a break, or you just been sat there for 2 weeks waiting? Like, wait.
Oh god, it's every 2 weeks we release, no one. I forgot.
Oh yeah, it is 2 weeks.
It is 2 weeks. Man, it's been a while. It hasn't been a while for you guys, because this is the third episode of season 2.
It's not season 2.
It is
It was
season two.
just we took a short
Yeah.
medical break,
Short medical break while we rewrote season 2.
but season 2 is never going to end. No, it's just going to be season 2. Season 1 was 5 episodes. Season 2 is more episodes than 5. But
Every episode is the last episode until we release the next episode. So welcome to the last episode of season 2. For now.
For now. So when do we get to start season 3? Or do we just decide that also?
Seasons 3 is when we get the third worm cast member.
Ooh.
And that's what
We have been doing auditions.
We get our sign-on bonus, finally.
We did Universe's Got Talent.
And ESPN.
And you did it on ESPN.
Yeah.
I actually tried to get us to get an advert in the Super Bowl.
For the half-time or at the start or at the end? Or during the game?
The whole Super Bowl.
Okay.
I was like, can you put this advert on instead of the Super
You
Bowl?
tried booking the whole slot?
Yeah, I tried to get in there early. They said it's kind of in the same slot every year for the last.
Yeah, but then surely it's time to mix it up.
I did say
What?
you've done over 50 bowls. That's a lot of bowls.
If anything, the 50th bowl is the time that maybe you should inject some freshness into the bowl.
I just think if you're going to keep serving the same bowl, it's always a soup bowl. And I'm just thinking, no one cares about soup every year on the same day.
It is strange so many people watch it.
I wonder if it's a different person eating the soup, or is it different soup?
Is there several bowls? It's the soup per bowl. So is it just a different soup per bowl?
And then each year they add another bowl. So it's
Okay, that makes sense to why it's been going
50th
so long.
soup per bowl.
Because imagine the first soup per bowl was pretty boring.
Just one bowl
What
of soup.
one bowl? Do you think a guy just turned up with a single bowl of soup and people thought it was a bit weird that he just sat there with his bowl of soup? It's like, there's a big event.
I reckon he stumbled onto a green. Maybe another event was going to happen, but he just looked so happy with his soup bowl.
Maybe an event was organised on like a big green and everyone just went to the wrong place and it was just a guy in a bowl of soup. And really the event was elsewhere and everyone was like, where's the audience? And this guy was just eating soup.
Someone's going, what are you doing? I just got my soup per bowl from that shop down there.
You know,
You can get your own. No, I'm going to watch
I'm
this.
going to watch this. This is real good. You got any big events planned for the half time? Half time doesn't take me that long to eat a bowl of soup.
I think half-time was just a burp. And then it just got better and better each year. Or worse, depends on how you look at it. And now, rather than just having one man burp, they pay guests to come up
Beyonce,
with
innit?
Beyonce. Has Beyonce done
Yeah.
the half-time super per bowl?
I think Justin Timberlake did it with the other woman. Not Beyonce, you know, the other one.
Did Justin Timberlake do it with the lady when there was some exposure?
I think so. Unless that's something else.
That was Janet Jackson, I think.
Was it?
But I don't know if that was Justin Timberlake.
Or the soup for doll.
1 second, I'm getting feedback.
That was the Brit Awards and it was Justin Timberlake who whipped out a nickel.
Oh, it wasn't the Super Bowl.
No.
We've had confirmation from the cleaning lady.
It was the Brits, apparently.
It's the Brit Awards.
Same difference. There's less soup at the Brits, though.
She does know a lot more than us. It's because she writes her own encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically on Justin Timberlake and the Brit Awards.
I have seen him live as well.
She's making up lies now.
No, I haven't.
She's trying to claim she's allowed off the worm craft. But if that would happen, no one's going to fill up the jelly tub.
Or the carrot bath.
Because Jeff keeps eating carrots and jelly mixed
That's
together.
Alfie's diet?
Carrot jelly?
No.
Do you reckon carrot jelly is a thing?
What, the carrots made from the pool?
Using the carotene?
I thought you meant making carrots out of jelly.
Oh, I think that's a lot harder. I think I'd have more success making carotene jelly.
I don't know how much carotene. Because carrots have got pectin in, have they not? Most fruit and veg does.
Yeah.
Then you can do some sort of carrot-based jelly.
Yeah, but you could just juice a carrot. Juice anything these
It's
days.
not jelly, that's just carrot juice.
Yeah, or carrot juice it up. You'd have to get some orange colouring. Would there be enough orange colouring in the juiced jelly?
And carrot
Juiced
soup.
carrot. Do you reckon that was the first soup?
I reckon it was chicken and mushroom.
I think I'm going straight up tomato.
Don't reckon that, but standard.
Yeah, because if it was such a small stand, and if you're going to go, ooh, what soup do you think you're best at making?
Just a good chicken noodle.
See, so you would have probably done chicken noodle as your first soup.
Uh-huh.
I would have gone as probably a cup of water. I'm not real good at soup. A hot water though, I can boil it.
Do you reckon there's been some years at the Super Bowl that they have just used like a cup of soup because they just couldn't figure out what else to add?
Well, the more the competition's gone on, the course they're going to have to. They're going to run out of soup ideas, and you can integrate those super noodle bowls into
Is
other
there an
ones.
infinite amount of soup? Because technically you could have like carrot soup and then carrot and tomato soup and carrot and cucumber soup. I don't know how popular these soups would be.
I don't think there's an infinite, but I think this is why they do the soup bowl every year, because they want to see if they run out of ideas. Because it's not just about making a soup that's edible. It's about making. This is the soup per bowl. You don't go to just. You don't. God, I'm trying to think of a great soup place, and I just realised there's no great soup
That's
places.
probably why the Super Bowl exists to
People are losing interest in soup.
I don't think people are losing interest in soup. I just don't think anyone's took it as their main goal in life to make the best soup.
And no one will now, because how are you going to outcompete the soup per bowl?
Make your own Super Bowl.
Then
WrestleMania.
but then you're going up against the Federation of Soupologists
No one's ever beat them in a game of soup.
per bowl.
Is that the name of the game as well?
Soup per bowl.
Bowl.
Soup per bowl. Soup per bowl.
Super Bowl. Super Bowl. It's when you put the soup in a bowl.
Oh, I thought Super Bowl was like some card game.
No. It's when you take the soup out of the bowl, into the bowl, and then whoever kicks the ball and it explodes is the loser.
It's just the cleaner here again. It was.
Hello, Federico.
It was actually the Super Bowl. It was the 38th.
Who's the Super Bowl?
What? I told you, if you're going to write your encyclopedia, you got to get it right. We can't be selling this on the black market. People are going to know it's wrong. Federico, which Super Bowl was it?
36.
37th.
Oh.
38th.
Close. Here's an even
38th
number.
Super Bowl.
That was only 2004.
What soup was it?
Minestrone.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was the year they brought out minestrone. I reckon that was when they started running out of ideas. Or do you reckon they saved some of the classics?
No, you'd save some of the classics for years that you thought were going to be a bit lackluster. So they booked Timberlake and Janet Jackson and were like, okay, we're bringing out the minestrone this year because it could be a low like number year.
Yeah, just in case, because they knew what they were going to do with that. They were worried.
Right.
I think that's risque.
If they booked us, then they'd bring out the mushroom soup because they were like, we don't need a big show soup.
I think they'd just bring out hot water.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think they'd have time to do the Super
They
Bowl.
still have to do the soup ceremony because otherwise it's not.
Yeah, they'll probably do the ending one. They'd have to cut half time would become the main time, because that would just be probably an hour and a half, 2 hours.
How
if
long
we
does
were
a
there.
Super Bowl match normally last?
Super Bowl or Super Bowl, because they're both different events.
Yeah, well, the Super Bowl is the event, but the Super Bowl is the event, is the sport that's played during the event.
Oh yeah, because the Super Bowl is halftime event. So the Super Bowl, it varies, doesn't it?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking.
Oh, it changes on the strength of the kick, the ball you use, whether you buy it from JD Sports or Argos, or
It's not a very well regulated sport if they just turn it with different equipment every year.
I think they don't want to detract.
Do we have a regulation board? Nope. It's just what we can get at the time.
They
No,
don't-
man, I haven't got Amazon Prime, so I had to go down
Yeah,
to Poundland.
imagine having a bunch of athletes that think they're the best at this sport, but you get recruited and you turn up and you've been practicing with a leather ball, and then it just turns out to be a plastic blowaway one
Yeah, you got
or a balloon.
You've got to adjust quickly.
Yeah.
For that.
It genuinely shows real athleticism
I
to be
suppose
able
it
to.
just, actually, that's a good point. Maybe they should start regulating sports less to actually prove how good they are at the sport, not just at conditioning themselves at one style of the sport.
I think, if anything, they should come up with a combination of sports and invite top athletes from each sporting event to play this Basque foot 10
Well, imagine like
squash.
you're playing cricket
ball.
and then one day, instead of throwing a cricket ball, they throw a beanbag. How quick have you got to adjust?
Yeah, you smash that beanbag, that bean, all the beans are going to go everywhere. If a person catches one bean, you're out. So you'd have to somehow block it or deflect it.
Just makes
Or
sense.
someone, you think someone's about to bowl, you're looking up, someone kicks a football at your face.
Yeah.
And you know you're not allowed to get hit in the face with a football, but if the cricket ball hits you in the face, it's fine.
I think it's something they should definitely consider. Maybe sports federations need to look at what they're doing.
Maybe this is what we can replace the Super Bowl with. We've already said that they've done it too long.
Yeah, but I think some people are attached to the event now. That's the problem with these long-standing events.
What I'll do, I'll just cut the rope. They no longer need to be attached. They're clearly just attached by rope. They can't get away. They're probably trying to get away. We're going to be like Braveheart? Get these people to freedom?
That's how I always see us.
I always thought I'd look really good in a kilt.
I thought I looked good in face paint.
I'm worried about going to the Super Bowl in a kilt, though, because I like sitting cross-legged. And I feel like I might...
I like
to
sitting legs akimbo, just straight out there.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing we don't have legs in, so it's alright.
Worm stump akimbo.
Yeah.
Which is also the name of my autobiography. Look it up.
Wait, why have you got an autobiography? Oh, it's because you live so long. You just go bring them out in chapters.
I do paragraphs at a time, to be fair. Because also
They
I'm
are
real slow at writing, so
It's probably because you can't hold a pen.
can't spell it either.
But it's not your fault. When you know so many different languages, which language do you do it in?
Well, I wrote it in Wingdings, which is a nightmare to find a publisher for because no one will proofread it. So
It's hard to read,
it's hard to read. So
especially when you read it in the dark.
and so it's I've hit a bit of a brick wall with getting it published, to be fair. But if you search, I've copy and pasted some of it to images.
Is it still in Wingdings though?
It's still in Wingdings.
Oh,
I don't know how to change the font. I can't find it.
You've got to stop stamping it with your face.
But yeah,
So okay, that's
find
fine.
it. Give it a read.
Oh, I definitely give it a read.
It's riveting stuff.
I'm kind of annoyed that you didn't just pass me a copy. I mean, I see you every day.
You're on the toilet though when I write it normally.
I've got to stop taking long toilet breaks. Most of the time, I'm just counting my feet. 0 every time. But you know what? I've got to check.
Gotcha. So if you do grow a foot,
Yeah, I've got to make sure. I kind of look down and go, oh, 0. Oh, wait a minute. 0. Oh, it's 0. 0. Panic. I do get into a bit of a state. So then I don't know how to get out of the bathroom.
it's strange you always go to the bathroom to try and count your non-existent foot.
Whoa. Or feet.
Oh, feet. Yeah,
That
sorry.
could be plural.
Or worst case scenario, feet.
Safe space. Also, if I ever feel claustrophobic, I can shout danger in there.
It's the biggest room in our Wormcraft.
And it's got an evacuation button.
And a chandelier, oddly.
But I have to light all the candles before I... That's part of the reason I'm in there so long. You know how long it takes to light 4,000 candles on the chandelier?
I've never tried.
So what do you do when you go to the bathroom?
I just use the bucket.
Oh, yeah, well, you don't have to light the chandelier for that.
No, you don't.
You only have to light the chandelier if you're going to use the evacuation system.
I'm scared of evacuating.
I'm scared as well. I'm more scared of the number of feet I might have, so I have to just be prepared. That chandelier has to be lit.
So I suppose we'll get on to some questioneering, as we are questionnaires.
Yep.
It says it on my wallet driving license.
Does it?
Yeah.
It says it on my CV.
No, I don't have
It's
one of those.
dislikes.
It's dislikes questioneering. Look, you told me you enjoyed it.
No, I want to enjoy it. I just don't like it very much.
Well, go for it, because we've got a question to answer.
Okay. Well, this is what I'm thinking. Persevere.
That's fair. Okay. If humanity met aliens, who would you vote to be the spokesperson for Earth?
But as we
We're not from
aren't
Earth.
earthlings,
We are wormlings from Wormtopia 8.
we're totally right.
The best Wormtopia.
It's where they do the Bean Festival, but we're not getting onto that.
It is where they do the Bean Festival.
Tell you about the Bean Festival. I'll tell you, if you want to know about the Bean Festival, just ask us. We'll tell you about the Bean Festival.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good point, actually. If you want to know about the Bean Festival, ask us about the Bean Festival.
Otherwise, we're not going into the Bean Festival.
Otherwise, you'll never learn about the Bean Festival and its joys.
So I'm thinking,
So we could suggest who Earth's best spokesperson could be. Because
who we think they should choose.
who we think that, because we've obviously spent time on Earth, but we're not natural Earthlings.
Okay, I think that's fair.
Mariah Carey.
We can't do. Ooh, I don't know if I'm feeling strongly about that. Are we going to say it can't be someone we've met already, or can it be someone you've met?
We've met everyone.
Well, that's
Some people just don't know we've met them.
Well, we haven't met any ones that were born right now because we're now doing this. But I could say Baby Y. I don't know what they call them when they're first born. Baby from Hospital
Yeah, but
X.
we're not going to choose a baby to be the spokesperson.
Why not?
They've got no Earthling experience. Why would?
But we don't know when they're going to be needed. If I choose Mariah Carey, and it's like in 100 years.
No, but I'm assuming they mean today. So if aliens were to land on Earth today, who would we choose their spokesperson to be? Because otherwise,
you make a good point about not choosing a baby then.
Because otherwise, we could be the best spokesperson could be Baby Y, but we don't know that. But so it'd have to be somebody we can pick now.
I feel like Baby Y's getting some traction though.
I think Baby Y is keen. He's such a good spokesperson.
All right, okay. Today though,
I stand by Mariah Carey, and I'll tell you why.
Go on then.
What's the most popular festive period of the Earthlings?
Halloween.
Well, I'd argue it's probably Christmas.
Well, firstly, we said we'd never argue. And secondly, Halloween's pretty popular.
It is pretty popular.
Depending on where you... Okay, how about Thanksgiving?
Yeah, but I think across all of Earth...
Ramadan?
Nah, Christmas is still more popular.
No, Ramadan's real popular. There's loads of Muslims on the planet.
I still think Christmas is more objectively popular.
I just don't know if it is. Because there's loads of countries out there that don't really celebrate Christmas.
Name one.
Pakistan?
I think they celebrate Christmas.
I don't think they do.
Have you asked anyone?
Yep.
Who?
Robert De Niro.
Oh, well, that's fair. You've got such a good source, I can't argue that.
Okay, Let's Go Christmas is the most popular sporting event. Festive period of the planet.
And who has the most popular song of the most popular festive period? Mariah Carey?
Is it the most popular song there?
Oh, I think it probably is.
I don't know if it is the most popular song of the festive period though.
I reckon it might be. I'm going to have a look.
I reckon Bob Geldof.
Oh, Bob Geldof, is he dead?
I don't think he is, but at the risk of potentially sending the dead guy to represent Earth, I think maybe we can't go Geldof.
Oh, okay, she falls in at number 6. I don't think the Pogues are good spokespeople.
They are hard to understand as it is, but I do like them.
Wham, though. Wham could be good spokespeople.
George Michael's dead.
There's more people of Wham. Don't write
What do you mean
Wham.
Ham? The rest of the band, Ham.
Don't write Wham up because one member's dead. That's real harsh on the rest of Wham.
But I feel like he is the most important person.
That's
At
rude.
99
That's rude.
Says the guy that Christmas is more important than Ramadan.
No, I never once said it was more important.
Okay, yeah. I didn't mean he's the most important, but he's synonymous with Wham. And I guarantee you don't know the name of the lead guitarist.
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Wambo. Which, coincidentally, is what the band's name after, so...
It actually isn't. It's Wambone. Everybody thinks they call him Wambo because it's his nickname.
Yeah, so nicknames could
The same way people call me J for Jim, and you J. And they go, yo, how's J?
I think it's real rude that you're writing off Wham on the basis of one of them members.
Okay. I don't think I'm necessarily writing them off because of one member. I'm worried that...
You said the best part of Wham's gone.
Okay, I can't say the most important either, but I feel like the most recognised member of Wham is gone.
That's still real rude.
I just don't feel like...
all of the members of Wham are equally recognisable.
Yeah, that's not true. You didn't even know Wambone's name. You thought he was Wambone?
Okay, well, that's slighted.
Are they all alive?
Looking at that picture when he records it, it doesn't look great. We question if he's managed to last another 40 years almost. My bets would be no, but I don't know.
Noddy Holder? He's got I don't know. Okay, my worry is that if we send a singer up there And they,
No, I'm only thinking based on who just popularity.
Okay, so I think the idea behind doing the most popular festive period is a great shout. I know. I just wanted to make sure you were sure that was what you wanted to do.
Yeah, but
I don't think that's
we
correct.
can't use Santa because he likes
It's different.
He likes his year off as well. He likes the year off.
Oh, and he would only ever turn up at Christmas. People are like, oh, no, we're coming in July. And he'd be like, oh, no one's coming to visit you.
I've got that week off. Okay, June. No, that week off as well. What?
It's like,
All of June. The whole month. I've got the whole month off. Sorry. October. Yep, I'm off that month as well.
Are you going to be free at any time? Well, actually, the only time I'm really available is the 25th of December, but I'm real busy that day.
That day I'm non-stop. I'm all out. Then I'm off again. So
you can follow me around, but I'm real fast. Usain Bolt got nothing on me.
ooh, Usain Bolt. He'd be a good person, I think. Olympics are popular. Track and field is popular.
He's real fast.
So if the aliens wanted to race, if they wanted to sort of put a measure up on how easy humans are to catch, then we're like, man, they're fast.
And not even just a catch thing. I think from a jovial
Or a galactic Olympics perspective, if they were recruiting planets for the galactic Olympics, and they were like, look, we're looking for planets with good runners. He comes out and they're like, oh man, this is a planet.
Also, I reckon he's good at other sports. He's just naturally a good athlete,
Yeah,
isn't he?
so maybe
He's
he's
quite
a good
tall
shout.
as well. He's 6'5". He could probably play basketball. Oh, actually, he does Soccer Aid, which is a charity thing that Robbie Williams does.
Okay.
Another singer. Maybe singer isn't a bad idea.
Yeah, well, then I'm thinking now, what if they do want to race? If we put Mariah Carey out there, she's not going to run as fast as Usain Bolt.
Maybe we ask Usain Bolt.
I don't think Slade can run as fast as him.
Yeah, but what if they want a singing competition? We've got to get someone who's
good all round, who can run, sing, dance.
Bradley Walsh. Now, he's not popular, but he's got an album. He's got a really popular presenter. He's a presenter.
How good is he?
He's an actor.
He's an athlete as well.
He does Soccer Aid. He's not super great, but he's now one of the coaches for Soccer Aid. So he has the sports.
Yeah, but what if they want to race? What if they want to run?
Well, he'll go, oh, let me put a team together.
Yes.
Because he's such a good spokesperson. He'd turn around and go, that's fine, but I'm not going to race. What I'm going to do, I want to represent the
country. He does the chase as well, doesn't he? So he's got, if they ask him any questions, straight on it.
He'll be like, I don't know the answer right now, but give me a second, let me just call the beast. And they'll be like, oh, the beast? He sounds scary. Let's not mess with these guys. They've got a beast that answers
I
questions.
think Bradley Walsh is a good shout. I think he could
And
go
now,
on.
he's also going to be a shock contest. Like, if they're like, oh, bring us your spokesperson, be it Obama or Noddy Holder or whoever, they're going to be like, we've researched the planet.
Yeah.
We know exactly that you can bring us Dwayne Johnson, but he's too obvious because he's basically going to be the next president. Is it going to be Che Guevara? But no, because I think he's dead.
What if we throw a curveball? Who's that guy who did the Tiger program?
The Tiger King?
Yeah.
Now, he's too popular.
Yeah, but he can't run, can't sing, can't act.
Yeah, but then he can't also do the other thing, which is recruit, whereas Bradley Walsh can.
But he looks real funny in it.
Yeah, but Bradley Walsh could always recruit him for something.
Yeah. Bradley Walsh is a good looking guy as well.
He's really attractive. I also think he doesn't take any BS. I feel like when the chasers try to talk up to, they're quite taller than the chasers as well, and quite domineering. He always puts them in their place, tells them they're not going to have any warm porridge before bed.
And the chasers do love their warm porridge.
Like how they keep the reins.
Yeah, I think Bradley Walsh is the way to go.
I think
and he probably has a Christmas album as well, so he holds
he
relevance
does.
to
He
the
does
festive
have a
period.
Christmas. Oh, he definitely has an album. He must have a Christmas song on there.
Definitely. He seems the type to do a Christmas song.
And so he represents Christmas. He knows people who are real good with questions. He can recruit athletes. He can talk people down from a ledge. He can order a pizza better than anybody can order a pizza. And let's be honest, if you want to keep people waiting, pizza's the way to do it. So, I tell you what, let me just recruit, but have some pizza. I'll go get my runners for you.
No one's going to argue. Yeah, I think that's it. I think the only answer is Bradley Walsh. So freeze him now, just in case.
Yeah, gotta freeze him. Cryogenically. Just in the freezer.
Catch him, freeze him.
We have to catch him.
We have to catch
Just
him.
ask him.
No, but he might not want to be frozen. He might have things to do. He might
If
be
we-
going shopping. He might
If
be.
we told
He might be
him,
popping down to Aldi to get a cheesecake.
Nah.
And then if we go to him and go, Bradley, we need to freeze you. Go, I'm going to buy this cheesecake. We're like, look, anything can happen while you're buying this cheesecake. We need to get you now.
last time we kidnapped someone, we didn't realise they couldn't breathe in space, so that didn't
That's why
work.
we're going to freeze him first.
No, I think just ask. Why don't we just ask him? He might be cool with it. He might be like, actually, yeah.
And what if he's not? And then he gets run over. And then we've lost our chance.
He's not going to immediately get run over.
Oh, okay, so everyone who gets run over plans it. Like, oh, hang on, I've got my 2 p.m. running over. It happens immediately. You step out, car hits you. You don't go, oh, it's coming. Give me half hour.
I forget people on Earth do things differently.
Yeah.
Right?
But they-
I always plan my running over.
Yeah, we work at a different schedule on a different time plane. Like these guys, things just happen and they don't plan them. When you can see the threads of time, things are different. They can't.
Okay, well, how about we just corner him and say, you have the choice of coming
Yeah, but
quietly.
then now this sounds really aggressive because you're saying we're going to corner him and go, look, he can come quietly. He's going to stab one of us. One of us are going to get stabbed.
He wouldn't stab anyone.
He gets one to stab one of us.
Yeah,
You don't
we don't
do
have-
have bodyguards.
No, he doesn't.
You think Bradley Walsh is walking the streets such a precious human commodity?
Because
He's allowed
that's
to
it.
walk the
But that's it.
streets.
People haven't realised he's so precious.
No, I think there's people out there. The FBI would know. Surely. They've got.
Okay, maybe he's got secret security.
That's what I'm saying. So the second we cornered him,
I don't think we're going to be able to kidnap him then.
we'd have to hire somebody to kidnap him.
Maybe we hire Bradley Walsh to kidnap Bradley Walsh.
Ooh.
Or maybe we tell him he's going to be in a new film and he lures himself in. You look like a director as well when you put a hat on. And
I could grow like a little pencil mustache as well.
Yeah, look real creepy.
Yeah.
But I think that will pass as director.
Yeah.
I can hold a camera.
I could hold a candle. I could hold a candle.
I can hold a candle, but I don't need that this time. I'm not putting the chandelier together. So I can hold a camera. Because obviously, if there's a director and someone holding a camera, obviously we're doing a film.
There's nothing else could be happening.
And we have Wandering Worm Productions on our badges. Oh, on our leather sleeveless jackets.
Oh, that sounds good. I like that.
Wandering Worm Productions on the back. We look like bikers.
He'd probably approach us asking us what we were doing,
If we look like that,
and then we could say, "There's a script in our trailer. If you'd like to do a reading, snatch him."
he'd be so convinced we could probably just get him to walk
We could-
into the cryo change.
That's what I'm saying.
Demolition Man 2.
We could disguise the cryo chamber as the trailer, so when he walks in, frozen.
I'm just going to say it's Demolition Man 2.
I've never seen two. I've seen one.
Oh, there isn't a 2, but I'm saying we're making 2.
That makes sense as to why I haven't seen it. I was like, I've seen Demolition Man 1.
Or we could just say we're doing a reboot and we want him to be.
Demolition Man.
He'd love doing that. Come on, who doesn't want to be sliced alone? So we're doing a reboot. The first scene is the cryo chamber. So do you mind whipping your kit off?
We can freeze him in his clothes. We don't need to hit his dignity. You might not want to take his clothes off.
Do it in his pants. Oh yeah, because we'll just say we're going to CGI.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna do your clothes in post.
Yeah. Send your clothes in the post. Back to your family. Actually, we can't do that. It'll look like we're.
We'll send your clothes in the post.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
I
understand why they do it in the post, but
I think it's just more reliable when you try to email clothes. It doesn't work real well.
there's also a limit of what you can attach. And I can imagine if you're trying to attach clothes, you hit the limit really quick.
Yeah. Uploading's real slow as well.
Yeah.
Stitch by stitch.
But yeah, I think that's a plan. We can definitely do that. We can get that done. And then you've got a good spokesperson for Earth.
Well, we recommend Bradley Walsh, and if you don't choose him, you're basically deciding that you want your planet to be destroyed.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think it'd be similar. I think it's the greatest decision we can come up with in this time frame is Bradley Walsh. Yeah,
I
aliens
think
are
it's a
blanded.
solid show. I think that's perfect. I don't think there's a better candidate at the moment than Bradley Walsh.
Not that I can think of. There might be people from other countries, but I guess we'll do some sort of talent show. But Bradley Walsh is going to be sort of
The host.
the host.
Oh yes.
But at the moment, he's also going to be the
He's
person
also the
representing.
spokesperson, but he's also going to.
Yeah. He's basically doing the talent show for his replacement one day. But he needs to start now because there's a lot of people on the planet.
There's a lot of people to get through, and I suppose a lot of people are going to apply.
Yeah.
If you'd really open up the applications.
We should probably let people apply as well.
No, I don't know about that. It's one or the other. Either let people apply or open up the applications. I'm not doing both.
Okay. I reckon applications are easier.
Okay.
I have to look at people so much. I don't want to be part of this. There's a reason I want to hold the camera. I like holding things. All right, Bradley Walsh it is.
Easy. That was a nice easy one.
I don't know if it was easy. There was a bit of drama earlier on.
Oh well, that's because you've got beef with Christmas and Wham, apparently.
I don't have beef with Wham.
You flat out said that Wham was nothing without.
Well, I
George
did not say
Michael.
nothing. I just said George Michael's dead and he's synonymous with Wham. I mean, I phrased it that way the first time.
You spat on the floor. You spat on the floor with Wham. Psh.
Look, someone's got to spit somewhere sometimes. When you just decide to let your moisture build up in your mouth and never get rid of it, that's on you.
Good.
I like demoisturising my mouth. My favourite way to do it is spit on the floor.
That's gross.
You know
Have
it's
more
not because I'm...
respect to your surroundings.
Look, Frederico said he don't mind, and the towel boys will clean it up anyway, so it's okay. The main thing is,
paid a lot.
I just think you think when I spit on the floor I'm angry. I'm not. I'm just demoisturising my mouth. Told you this.
That's a misunderstanding from my side.
It does look aggressive, but you should know this. You know I love this place.
Good.
It's so cold and beautiful, and 4,000 candle chandelier. Who would want to leave this place?
You would want to leave this place.
I've just mastered lighting candles.
It's a hard thing to do, especially when there's no oxygen
And no arms.
and no arms.
And no feet. Still, luckily so far. But yeah, so Bradley Walsh it up. If not, he can start his project to start a talent show for his replacement.
Do you want to read the next question? As I read the first one.
I can try to read the next question, yeah. It's a really important one, actually.
It is.
What's your most favourite way to eat a potato?
Now, my favourite way to eat a potato.
Oh, I feel like you either already have one or you're excited about potatoes.
I'm always excited about potatoes. They're the
Sorry, I
most
forgot.
luxurious of all the fruits.
You got your own collection of potatoes. I always forget.
Now, I hold it under my tongue and let it dissolve.
Really?
Yeah.
Do potatoes dissolve? Or do you mean
Eventually.
decompose? Is that what you really mean?
Same difference, isn't it?
I don't know if it is. Dissolving is taking a substance and mixing it with something. You're not mixing the potato.
I'm mixing it with my saliva. It's made potato saliva,
I don't think it is.
which I then eat.
I think it's just dying slowly in your mouth.
Well, you say potato and I say potato saliva.
Okay. I think I think there's too many things to consider here. Does it mean my favourite way to eat it in terms of how I'm putting it in my mouth hole? Or how I like to prepare my potato before it goes in my mouth hole? Or both?
Possibly both.
So I appreciate you put it under your tongue and let it dissolve, but is that in its earthy potato form? Or do you mean...
I scoop it out the ground with my mouth.
And then just leave
straight
it...
under the tongue.
Okay, well this is what I mean. I didn't know if you wanted to turn it into some sort of potato product.
I do sometimes,
like-
but they're asking for my favourite way just to eat the potato, and that's that. Now, if I want to cook a potato into some sort of potato dish,
You like it in a cauliflower cheese.
I like it massaged
Massaged?
for 3 hours.
By who?
I massage my own potatoes.
Really?
Not
I'd get Gordon Ramsay to do mine. I reckon he gives a potato a great massage.
Yeah, but sometimes when you want a potato, you don't want to have to wait hours for Gordon Ramsay to turn up to massage a potato.
He does go on holiday with those other two men quite a lot now.
Now, if he's already around, of course I'm going to ask him to do it. But sometimes
Also, it's really polite to us. It's strange. Never heard the guy swear.
he knows he shouldn't swear to a spaceman.
I think he
That's
just has a
bad
lot of
luck.
respect. Yeah. Ah, and bad luck, yeah.
It's bad luck.
I think he just respects
Mainly
us.
because we bite people who swear at us.
Yeah. That's why I've got so many bite marks. I may have to bite myself every time I swear. Okay, well, if you're not talking about...
No, we can. So we can talk about how you want it to be cooked as well. But
So my favourite way to eat a potato
Mhm.
is snort it.
well, dehydrated or just whole raw potato.
Whole raw potato.
Straight in.
And then, as obviously it hits the back of my throat, kind of gets stuck, but it works its way down slowly.
Yeah, very slowly, I'd imagine.
Yeah, almost like peristalsis. But yeah, snort up one nostril. Then I have the other one to breathe.
Do you go for like a little new potato or just a full-on like
Any potato,
Maris Piper?
any potato form. But I don't like licking it out of the ground like you do.
I don't lick it out of the ground. I'm not a monster.
How do you get it out of the
Scoop it out of the ground with my teeth.
ground? Okay, alright, I don't know. I don't like doing that either.
I don't get dirt on my tongue.
No, I don't do that. Just kick around it until there's enough of it exposed that I can snort it out of the soil. I literally, as long as I can see the top of the potato, about the size of a 10p or a quarter, of wherever country you're from, whatever,
Yen.
or a yen.
Actually,
no.
Currency just. What do you mean, yeah? What do they call their coins?
I don't think
it's
they do.
No, it's still a yen. Definitely.
Nah.
No.
You reckon it's a cent?
100%. No, it's still a yen.
Do you reckon their lowest currency is a yen?
Yeah.
Is it all paper form though? Do they
No,
have
no,
coins?
they have coins. Definitely have coins. Yeah.
Whatever a quarter/10p sized yen piece is.
Does China have coins?
Yes.
What do they call them? Woobjits.
No, I think they might call them yen as well. You know.
China used
Hong Kong dollars.
the Hong Kong dong. Yeah. If they're not calling it the dong, the man are missing out.
Trick. The HKD. No, the
HKD.
Hong Kong do call them dollars.
Nah.
No, they do.
China. Hong Kong dong. Okay. You can have that one for free.
But China and Hong Kong are different places.
And I'm talking to Hong Kong.
So, but you just went China. Why are you telling China? China, Hong Kong dong.
Because I do all my correspondence to Hong Kong through China.
That's just. Oh, or is it you always, whenever you want to correspond with a place, you choose the adjacent place?
Yes.
So when you want to talk to England, you let Scotland know.
I let the ocean know.
Well, you can do that. But the ocean's everywhere.
No, the ocean isn't everywhere. Not in the ocean right now.
Oh, no, but okay, the ocean's in a lot of.
The ocean is in a lot of places, but it's not everywhere.
I guess the only place you couldn't do it if the country is landlocked.
Yeah, but then that's
Like
when you
with the
choose.
Netherlands.
That's when you choose the adjacent country. Now you could choose Wales or Scotland for England. I just like to address the ocean because I don't think the ocean gets addressed enough. I mean, people a lot of the time wash over the ocean because it washes over them.
Yeah.
So-
Also, the ocean's really hard to address.
Not if you know.
Into address.
Not if you know how.
Or into address.
It's got an email address.
It does have an email address. It doesn't have any dresses though.
Doesn't wear dresses. No.
I think.
It's hard to find dresses in its size when you're as big as the.
Whoa! You can't. You cannot do that. Apologise.
It's true.
That's real.
Because I've had this conversation with the ocean, and they say they have trouble finding dresses in their
But
size.
they probably don't want you broadcasting it across an open channel.
Okay, I'm sorry, ocean.
Jeez. Ocean's got feelings as well, you know.
I know. I'm the one addressing them.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, potatoes.
The Hong Kong dong.
So Hong Kong dong.
The Hong Kong
As
dong.
long as there's enough
Hong Kong dong.
space on top of the potato, roughly the size of a Hong Kong dong, I'll snort it out. So now there is a risk because I don't know how much of the potato is covered. It could be a new potato, or I could have just uncovered a very small portion and it's the size of a melon. So sometimes it hurts. I have torn the
That'd be unfortunate.
the nostril. What's this called? Nostril clavicle? No, that's not it. That's a collarbone.
It's called the dong.
Stop calling everything dong. Yeah, so I've torn nostrils from underestimating potato sizes, but that's my favourite way to consume one. Ooh, does that count as eating? Oh,
No, I suppose it's not. Yeah, but
What's
it's still
it eat?
it's still going in your stomach because people get fed through a tube and they don't chew it or anything. It goes straight to their stomach.
but would we still say that's them eating, or is to say that's them feeding?
Good point. So maybe it has to go through your mouth to be classed as eating.
But then I also think, does it cast as eating if you're just letting it dissolve?
Would you say you eat an ice log?
Maybe.
That's just dissolving in your mouth.
Okay. So maybe. I don't consume potatoes any other way.
Then maybe.
Am I going to have to change the way I consume potatoes?
Well, not really. No, you just don't have a favourite way to eat a potato. You just don't eat potatoes.
I don't even have a way, never mind a favourite way. Potatoes just get lost in my nose. And then I just kind of deal with it there.
That's fair. Okay. Well, that answers that. He doesn't eat potatoes. He snorts. Doesn't consume in his own manner, and I allow them to dissolve under my tongue.
Okay, I'm cool with that then.
I mean, there's nothing wrong. You know, sometimes people don't know how we function.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. That's a question for humans.
I mean, that's the problem sometimes is people ask questions based on... So you can only ask questions based on your experiences.
Or maybe humans have never tried to snort potato and they're really good at it.
I don't think many humans have managed to snort a potato with much success.
I don't think so either, but I think someone needs to at least try.
That's just... There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we can only answer to the best of our ability.
All right then, very quickly, may as well, just because I brought it up. What's your favourite way for a potato to be before you let it dissolve. Like if you weren't going to have it in potato form, in raw potato form.
Quite like mashed potato.
Do you?
Yeah. And also,
I
I
thought-
like it a bit lumpy as well, actually.
Oh, see, I prefer it with a bit of lumps in it.
Yeah,
I also don't mind if it's still got a bit of skin on there.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I like those little bits of texture in there.
Those are rustic potatoes.
That's probably my favourite way.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that. I just wanted everybody to know we eat our potatoes the same way.
Well, that's because we always eat potatoes.
That's what we always eat together. It's annoying to have to make two different types of potato.
Yeah, it is.
So we found a middle ground. At
Sweet.
first, I used to just have them in slices, like crisps, but not crisps, but thin slices.
Thin potatoes.
Thin potatoes.
That's what we used to call them. Thin potatoes.
Thin potatoes. That's because we thought that's how they come out of the ground.
Yeah.
Someone showed us a real potato.
We're shocked. Didn't know what it was, but it's a sort of creature.
So it's moving.
We hid from it for 3 hours.
Yeah, it had loads of eyes. But yeah, no, I'm glad. I was curious. I just wanted to make sure that you still like potatoes mashed. Otherwise, we're going to find a new type of potato to have at Christmas.
That's a good point. And we can have Bradley Walsh around if he likes mashed potato.
Maybe we can ask him to sing us. Oh wait a minute, he's going to be frozen by then.
We'll record him, and then we could play it at Christmas.
Oh, we've hit a snag. Are we going to freeze him, or are we going to get him to do the talent show? Because he's going to.
Oh. I think because it's going to take a while to arrange a talent show, it's not going to be an overnight thing. We'll freeze him just so he doesn't get
And
run
just store him for each episode, and then because he doesn't need to know.
Do we even need him to talk? Can we not have him on stage frozen and we'll just do a voiceover?
He's done the chase so many times. I'm sure we can stitch something
Yeah.
together. Oh, sorry, yeah, cool. He's just a figurehead anyway.
Exactly.
He just needs to be there, just show his face. Cool, sweet.
Cool, awesome. Yeah, everyone should know where to find us by now. It's been mentioned on every episode up until this one.
And we're on all the platforms that you can think of.
Every platform and every diving board and in most windows.
Outside, not inside. Let's be clear on that. Shove it. Yeah, so come listen to us. Come find us.
Email us,
Email us.
text us.
Contact us in any way you want. Oh, also, thank you for the almost 600 downloads.
Yeah, we had loads of downloads that are break between season 1 and season 2.
Clearly somebody out there was just downloading on every different platform. 600 fans.
Yeah, thanks.
Or a bunch of
Appreciate your
different
hard
people.
work.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bradley.
Oh my god, that's how he knew he was going to be our chosen one.
Yeah.
But no, thank you for all the listeners, and we will hopefully be hearing from you soon.
Yep, and we'll be back to normal wormdom things.
We've done things.
Bye-bye.
Bye.